Hello, my friends. Mr. Nomad Ben here. I am going live this particular episode, and I'm just going to kind of talk for a few minutes, see if anybody joins the live. And yeah, I'm just here just to kind of hang out. If anybody wants to chime in and yeah, ask me anything if you want, or I could ask you some questions. Uh, yeah, let me kind of get on to a little thought process here as I'm talking. So, um, you know, it's going to be a pretty busy October for my job I'm currently working at. So that's why I decided, maybe I should just go off and go live and just hang out with you guys and take it easy. So it's been a good minute since I've gone live, and I'm going to go and hang out. And our first person showing up tonight, my friend Rody with Rich. Hey, Rody, what's up, buddy? Um, I hope you're having a great day. I thank God that you have made it through Hurricane Milton. I contacted not just you, but like a few other fellow YouTubers and friends that are down there, and they've made it too. So that is always some good news. It's been crazy. Yeah, a little tired. I can't imagine when you're trying to get through that storm. But I heard the storm kind of parts of Florida, parts of the storm actually made it through sometime during the evening ish, or basically daytime. I'd rather have it if I had to deal with any kind of natural disaster. It'd definitely be during you're awake and alert versus when you're sleeping. I'm really glad that you made it through, and so many others. And I was watching like some kind of thing on TikTok about some guy named Lieutenant Dan, not the one from Forrest Gump, but he was on a boat in Tampa Bay, and he rode out Hurricane Milton on that boat. So we always seem to get through hurricanes at night. Yeah, when Helene came through Dalton, it was definitely pretty late at night. I forget what time it was when I came through. I think it was like probably between 11 and 1 a.m. when I came through. I remember, but yeah, I just remember like there's debris all over my neighborhood. There's also I went over to the Wren's Nest Center where I sometimes do my walk and talks, and some parts of it was just kind of destroyed over there. So, well, other than the parts of Chatsworth, I knew some people that I work with. They had some trees knocked over as well, but. My thoughts and prayers go out to those who have been affected by both Milton and Helene. Sometimes the best I can do is just say thoughts and prayers, and I mean that in the bottom of my heart. This is so sad that so many people are going through this, especially those who live in the tropical areas like Florida and South Georgia, in South Mississippi, and Alabama, and Louisiana, and parts of Texas. It's scary, and but I got to tell you, one time my old man, when I think it was a Hurricane Harvey went through Houston, my dad actually went down there to do some relief efforts down there, and it's pretty devastating. The hurricanes definitely do some damage. That was clearly so from Helene. Welcome everybody to the live. Whoever is showing up right now. We got 3 people on. We got Rody with Rich with me. Anybody else that wants to join the chat? I'm here to hang out, folks. Let's have a conversation. Let's ask questions. Yes, Hurricane Harvey dumped a lot of rain. That is for sure. Delta Dandy, nice to meet you, man. Welcome to the live. Is it worth checking out? Yes, absolutely. It's definitely a hidden gem in Dalton, Georgia. It's off of Chattanooga Avenue, getting kind of close to the bypass, but not too far away. Just get off of Thornton, and you get down one of those streets and head over to Chattanooga Avenue. Head your way down, and I got to tell you. it's a historical building. There's old apartments there too. Matter of fact, when I moved down here years ago, when I was looking for a place to live, this was before like the existence of the mill, or even if it was like the start of the mill. I was looking at those apartments. So um, yeah, I gotta tell you, I'd say definitely check it out at least once, or support those small businesses there. It's expanded. We gotta go do golf simulator. They're called the Wago. Definitely worth checking out. I was actually there not long ago with some people from work that I'm kind of involved with in the community. So not just they have good beer on tap and all that good stuff, but they have a if you love golf, I definitely check that out. I know some places kind of closed down, but it's always an opportunity for new businesses to come. And I would love to see is a little grocery store to kind of flourish in the mill, because you got those apartments right there, and they're kind of for the, I guess, a higher end of the tax bracket that could live there. So I think it'll be pretty cool to see more things happen at the mill. But they've also got like a little like a big hangout. I was going to say it's a hangout. It's like a little venue that's actually that's right on the other side of it too. So there's plenty of opportunity. Spinning room if you love some good decent beer on tap. The Trinity Barbecue. I know the owner there. He's kind of a friend of mine. He makes some good food. I say, yeah, check out the mill 100%. Of course, the native too, especially those who have dietary needs, like if you're vegan or you're gluten free. Definitely check out the vegan. They got good coffee there. And I don't remember the last time they made the fried chicken, but they used to make like gluten-free fried chicken. So instead of making it yourself, you might want to see whenever they do that there. But like I said, that's been a long time ago. So let's see what you're kind of reading up the comments. How would you rate the mill? Yeah, like I would say definitely like a 9. Definitely, it's worth checking out. Like again, like they also had that new Italian joint that opened up roughly about a year ago. I still have yet to check it out. It's like called the D Donatelli. It's like homemade Italian and an Italian marketplace. I know Dalton kind of like lacks its Italian, or even like going to a different restaurant. Maybe they might not think it's worth checking out, but either way, if you love Italian food, I mean, wouldn't hurt to give D Donatelli's a try. Let's see. I'm telling my wife we need to check it out. Doughboys Pizzeria. Yes, it is. I love Doughboys. It's been a good minute since I've been there, and I have yet to do an adventure to Doughboys. It's definitely on my bucket list because that place is definitely a hidden gem. They're only open, I believe, 4 days a week. I think it's only from Thursday to Sunday, if I'm correct. If I'm wrong, I'll fact check myself through Google, making sure I'm correct about that. Doughboys Pizza and Arcade. So they're open Thursday through Sunday. Thursday and Friday hours are from 3 to 8:30, and Saturdays are from 1 to 8:30, and Sundays are from noon to 4:30. So only 4 days a week, but their pizza is fantastic. It's like I said, it's been a good minute since I've been there, and I would love to show it off because they got a big salad bar there too. They got the arcade. Definitely be something I'm going to be documenting. I'm hoping sometime this year, if not, definitely 2025. Because I've got a new job and I'm also doing social media through that part of my work as well. So it's kind of been hard to incorporate like doing this and my current job, and it pays the bills. This is just a passion project, but I will do what I can to definitely document things for posterity, and Doughboys is definitely one of them. Thank you, Rody. Yes, Buc-ee's. And another place I haven't been to in a good minute, I went to the one in Sevierville not too long ago. It was a pretty big Buc-ee's. So let's see. So who's this Ed fella here that came in? Ed Dillard, was it? I'm gonna go through my comments. Yeah, Edward, big Ed Dillard. I wish we would get Publix. Yeah. So the closest Publix would be, well, of course, we got one in Fort Oglethorpe, which is about a 30-minute drive. But then there's another one that's on the border of Tennessee and Georgia. off of I believe it's 41 heading toward Ringgold and Ottawa Road. Down that direction, if you head toward Ringgold and you turn the other way and head north, and then you make your way toward the Ottawa that way. There's a Publix around that area. And give or take, wherever you're from in Dalton, will take you to that Publix pretty quickly. And if you actually just go up another 15 more minutes, depends on the traffic, but there's really no traffic because it's really back roads. You'll get your way over to Little Debbie's Park. Another place I've been meaning to make a full vlog on, but I made a couple of shorts on it. They're not numerous, but I made some shorts on that place. But I know fellow YouTubers such as Jacob the Carpetbagger and my friend Chet Guthrie, the Dream Poet, have made full vlogs of that little park about Little Debbie's. It's definitely worth checking out. They got the Little Debbie store, and not just like you have your friends, family, and your kiddos to go enjoy the environment, but the Little Debbie store, and you're just right by the park, and you can definitely find some Little Debbie snacks that don't really release in the stores anymore, or they only release them seasonally, and they'll be at the store all year round. So if you want a local fall video, Villanelle, Georgia, in the Pocket. I feel like I've heard of Villanelle in the Pocket. I'm trying to tell me more about that. If you don't mind, send me an email at mrnomadben23@gmail.com. And if you send me some of that information, I could look into that if I could fit it with my schedule or see if it's doable for me. Because sometimes I would like to know about that kind of stuff. That's why I have the email out to my to the public for anyone knows, not just to chat with me, like answering some questions, but any great ideas wherever you are in Georgia or anywhere in the United States. If I happen to be around the area, I would love to look into it. So please just email me all about what you're talking about there, Villanelle and in the Pocket. That would be pretty cool to know. So. It's fall time, and I had only about maybe less than a shot left of some Tennessee whiskey, Jack Daniel's Apple. So I just thought it was kind of appropriate to kind of enjoy the evening with the last sip of Jack Daniel's. But other than that, folks, I love what I do, folks. And this is just I gotta tell you, I'm also tired too. It's not the Jack Daniels. It's been a long day. Been staying busy at job. So how is it? My mom always hated Jack. There was a different whiskey I had. I was raised in a middle class family. I'm kidding. That's the only political thing I'm going to do. It's actually not that bad. It's a little too much ice in it, so I think it kind of diluted the taste a little bit. But it really isn't a bad whiskey. I forgot what the name of the whiskey was because I threw away the bottle, but it was like it was an Irish apple whiskey. And if you want a taste of some real good apple whiskey, that was it. I wish I could figure out what it was, because I don't have it anymore, but that was like the last sip of the Jack Daniel's Apple, and I just thought, it's been like the fall weather so far here in Georgia. It probably, with all the tragedies with the hurricanes, but with the help of Helene and Milton, North Georgia has gotten cooler, being between the low upper 50s and lower 80s throughout the day. So. And I gotta tell you, I miss fall weather so much, being from Illinois. Because Illinois, by the time it's fall season, that's at the end of August, beginning of September. Then you're gonna feel it up until end of November, and then of course snow comes. But the feeling of it, I was like, you know what? It's fall. This is the falliest of fall feeling right now. And I was like, you know what? During this live, I'm gonna just finish the rest of my Jack Daniel's Apple whiskey. I probably should have saved the other whiskey. I would have been able to answer your question, which was the better apple whiskey. This is okay. I don't know if I would get it again, but I've had better apple whiskeys than this. Mm. Yes, Delta Dandy. It is hayride weather. There's nothing like a good fall festival. Need to meet up at the Florida Georgia line. Yes, one day we'll do that, Rody. We'll have a good chat and we'll figure it out. There's enough to do on that line. I know there's like a historic theme park around that part of the United States on the Florida Georgia line. I could probably look it up for you real quickly. There's an old theme park down there. I know there's a Valdosta Onion exit that you could like go shop for like a bunch of onions and also like flavored hot sauces and all that good stuff. So, Love Our Life vlog, my friends John and Angie. Hey guys, what's up? I miss you guys so much. You guys gotta let me know when you're back in town. I do envy you guys are in Florida though. I miss Florida. It's been a good minute since I've been to Florida. You guys are killing it with your Universal Studio and Disney vlogs. I'm hoping one day I can take my boy down to Disney and Universal. I don't know when that's going to be. I'm hoping, when he's good and ready. Rody, I want to find out what that historic theme park is on the Florida Georgia line. Historical theme park, Florida Georgia line. It's called the Miracle Strip. Oh yeah. That's kind of old now. But there was another theme park that's on the Florida Georgia line. Let's see. Theme Park South Georgia. I think it's Wild Adventures. That's right. Okay, so it's Wild Adventures. It's in Valdosta. That's right. My old friend, Primetime Adventures. I haven't talked to that guy in ages. He's another content creator. I'm not sure if Cafe Risque. Yes, thank you, Edward. Thank you, Big Ed. Yes. Yeah, so you mean Cafe Risque. What do you mean by that, John? Cafe Risque. You might need to kind of educate me on that. Yes, Wild Adventures. That's what I was looking for, Big S. Thank you. So yeah, Rody. Maybe one day we could meet there sometime. We could definitely talk about it. It'll definitely be a bit of a drive, but if I can make it a quick weekend trip, that'll be fun. Don't Google it. Okay, I won't Google it, but I'll tell you what, Love Our Life vlog. I will Google it after the live, and then I will text you later about what it is. So, so would be cool. Yes, it's a micro canopy. I have no idea. So, what's going on in life with you guys, folks? Anything interesting that you want to tell me? Check out the Ringo. Yes, okay, so Delta Dandy, I actually have been. Okay, sounds good, Love Our Life vlog. And Delta Dandy, I actually have done the Dalton Depot last year. You could definitely look at it on my channel. I was actually going to go back again this year, but the job I'm working at, because I have to put that over my channel priorities. I had to just kind of respectfully decline from my return, but I'm 99% sure I'm going to come back in 2025. I know the city manager that runs the Dalton Depot, the Haunted Depot, and I do plan on coming back for 2025 for that one. It was going to happen. I had the weekend kind of planned for it, but then I kind of got swamped for like some other things at the job I work at. And I'm thinking like, I got a lot going on here because I also do content creating and social media for my paying job, but I'm also doing this. So, I mean, I got a lot going on, and I'm also doing another thing on top of that involving the community of Dalton. So I've been slammed with other things I'm trying to keep my priorities first on. And of course, I'm a husband and a father too. So you're putting that in the mix along with trying to be the man of the community and doing whatever it takes. I have to kind of pick and choose what's important. And I thought, like, you know what? I can't do the Haunted Depot. And then there's another thing too. Not just I'm not doing the Haunted Depot. We could talk about it here right now on live. I'm not going to be able to make it to Chattanooga Comic-Con this particular year. Oh, thank you for the kind comment. Yeah, I thank you for the kind comment. Because of people like you, Delta Dandy, I make videos. And if you love my videos, and if I get as long as I get the views, I'm going to continue making them. I don't really have an end date for this passion project of mine. I'll be 34 in 2 weeks, so I do plan on making a birthday vlog to celebrate my 34th. But I'll tell you, this is kind of like a hobby you could keep doing to the day you die. So you want to make 2 videos a month or a video daily. It depends. I hope I can get back to one of these years. I don't know when it's going to happen, and because my son's 4, so he's kind of at that age where I need to be more present and also be more attentive. It would be a miracle if my son, when he's 18 years old and he wants to be a YouTuber with me, and we can have a father and son travel channel. That's kind of the dream, and I hope that could happen. But at the same time, I want him to live the life that he would like to endure too. So, but that would be kind of cool if I do end up having my son and myself to do like a father son nomadic channel together, or just bring the 3 of my wife and my son and I just travel the rest of the United States. I love making these videos, man. And thank you for comments like this and your viewership and your subscribe. And like, this means a lot, and I love doing that. Nomad twins, right? Yeah, Nomad twins. I don't have a brother, unfortunately. I have an older sister, but I don't have a brother. So, but the Nomad Luke and Vader or something like that. But since we're kind of 22 minutes into this hour live, I could tell you guys that if you guys are around, happen to be in the Cleveland, Tennessee area, I'll bring it up now, and of course I'll bring it up at the end of the vlog or live video. I will be at Blasted Machines Tech Shop in Cleveland, Tennessee. Myself and Chet Guthrie, the Dream Poet, are going to be there, and we're going to do our first meetup with fellow subscribers, viewers, or followers of ours. I'm planning on selling some t-shirts, but it's only going to be a small amount with a couple of different sizes. I want to see how well it sells, or at least generate interest of those who might want to buy a t-shirt from me. It's kind of more of an experimental run, but if those who want an exclusive Mr. Nomad Ben shirt, or you want to just come by to get a selfie with me and Chad, or pick one or the other, whoever you're the biggest fan of, come by and see us at in Cleveland, Tennessee at Blasted Machines Tech Shop. And if you guys are interested in what the shop looks like, you guys could check out my blog when I went to the museum at the 5 Points, or the 5 Points Museum. You guys want to check it out. With that, you check out the museum. It's a free museum, but they do ask for a suggested donation. But then I made my way over to Blasted Machines to check it out. So it's a small shop, but if you're born between 1968 and 1993, it's definitely a shop you want to check out. And unfortunately, for kind of I'm trying to think of the word I'm trying to think of the phrase, but due to an emergency for Andy's Journeys, he's more than likely not going to make it to our event. So as of right now, I know for a fact it's just myself and Chet. If I could get another YouTuber to join us, that would be pretty cool. It'd be cool if I get Adam or Carpetbagger to come, but I know that for a fact. I don't think that's going to happen. That's the dream. But I did find out Carpetbagger was actually at the Green Eyes Festival the same exact time Chet was there. I saw both of their videos recently. But yeah, if you guys want to meet me and Chet, October 19th, 2024, at Blasted Machines Tech Shop in downtown, well, not downtown Cleveland. It's in Cleveland, Tennessee. Any plans for Lake Winnie? Well, I'm not sure. I'm hoping so. I'm not gonna hold my breath on it, but I'm hoping that that could be an opportunity for my birthday blog for 34. Because I believe John Angie, if I'm not mistaken, I will find out. Let's see, Lake Winnie. I believe it's. I think it's about 99 or 100 years old. Let's see, yeah, age of park. Let's see here. How long has it been in business? Okay, so it's 99 and a half years old. It was actually June 1st, 1925. So the park is 99 and a half years old. So I would love to be there for the 100th year of its opening. But I'm thinking about going to Lake Winnie for my birthday vlog. Matter of fact, filming it very soon. Yes, it is crazy, and I've actually had some coworkers and friends that were just there not long ago, and it's not really in the best shape. I mean, what do you expect? Well, like I said, it's 100 years old, dude. If you come up, you better let me know, because I would love to have another team up with you. But anyway, there's a zombie funnel cake, and I wanted it so badly 2 years ago when I was there, and the line was so massive, and I had to dip out early. But Brody, please get some sleep, and we will talk to you. I will talk to you later, buddy. Keep in touch, and yeah, I'm glad you're safe, man. Send love to the family. And we'll talk later, buddy. You have a good night's sleep. God bless you too, buddy. So, yeah, 100 years, June 1st. That is crazy. I really think that Lake Winnie needs is just some love from Dollywood, or the Hershey Company. That's kind of is in charge of all that good stuff, because it needs maintenance. It needs some help. Frankly, some parts of it needs to be repainted. I know COVID probably did a lot of damage to the park. Not just like physical damage, but more like, how the upkeep of things. Because Lake Winnie used to do concerts and a whole bunch of fun things, and then COVID happened, and then the park kind of just went downhill a little bit, and not very many people are just working there, which is really sad. I would hope to make my way back over there just to check it out and give it some love, because I had my bachelor party actually at Lake Winnie, believe it or not, and that's how much I love that place. And I'm not from Georgia or Tennessee, so it's just like the historical aspect. It's very rare that you can find theme parks lasting that kind of lifespan. Well, Cleveland misses you, buddy, or Nomad misses you. Yeah, I miss Orlando time to time too, John. But yeah, I was kind of stuck in a Disney bubble when I lived down there, and but either though, I still kind of miss the atmospheres of the theme park in Florida, evidently. Excuse me. How was Halloween Horror Nights, by the way? Did you enjoy yourself? Excuse me, folks. And those who are tuned in with our live here, you want to check out some theme park content, you might want to check out my friends John and Angie from Love Our Life Vlog. They cover a lot of ground from Universal Studios. I would consider that their home park, but they do things throughout Disney World as well. So they kind of keep you updated on some new things happening, or the food there, or fun things to do. I highly suggest check them out. And plus, those who do follow me, the locals in Dalton, Cleveland, Chattanooga area, they are from the Cleveland, Tennessee area. So which that kind of, if that helps you more of your way interest to follow their ways down there. Um, but they've done some stuff in Cleveland in the past, in Chattanooga area. But they're very devoted theme park vloggers and around that area, so you might want to check them out. They got some really good content. Loved it. Yeah, I watched your video. Went through your whore houses, um, scary houses. No, I didn't really mean whore houses. Sorry, YouTube, don't flag me for that. So I saw your video based on the scary parts, and I thought the Frozen Empire was pretty cool. Um, there's some pretty interesting stuff on the Halloween Horror Nights. I remember going to Halloween Horror Nights. I'll be 34, so about 13 years ago. My old man and I, on my 21st birthday, went to Halloween Horror Nights at Universal, and we had a blast. But I don't remember much of it because we had a couple of adult beverages. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I want to bring up to you guys. Um, since we're kind of giving you guys like a little bit of the updates of what's going on, I got to do some research of what some Christmassy kind of things happening. Um, I know there's some tree light ceremonies I like to capture. Of course, Dalton's for sure. Um, I definitely, of course, I have to make my traditional trip to downtown Chattanooga for their, their little Christmas display at the EPB building. That's always going to be a tradition on my channel. What's going to kind of mess up my tradition a little bit, I usually go there not just to check out the EPB building, but my buddy um, Sam Wells, who's the musician buddy of mine, he's no longer performing at Clyde's Hi-Fi Clyde's barbecue restaurant that I normally go by and support, and also watch him perform there at his open mic nights. He moved on to a different pub that he performs his music at. I have yet to go check it out. It's actually more far away. It's in Hickson, Tennessee, which is a suburb of Chattanooga, another 15 minutes more north of downtown. So he's kind of gone off to kind of start his music up there, and he also got remarried recently, and so he's kind of being very in tune with his family too. So he's in a different season of life right now. So it's going to be a very different traditional trip to Chattanooga for Christmas, as I usually have been doing for the past couple of years of my channel. But I always want to make sure it's still happening, and it just brings back memories when I was a kid in Chicago, when my family and I would go to downtown in the cold of night, walking around the city, and then we go by the Macy's building, and we'll see the Christmas displays of the windows, and it was actually kind of cool to see EPB was doing that. But I'm hoping to find like some kind of Christmas festival to document or something Christmassy. Then of course we'll enter 2025. But like I said, like even beginning of the year, folks, like this has just been a very interesting year of how my channel kind of shifted, of how I used to do things, and when, like I said, part of it is too is when you're trying to be a more present husband and father, and also trying to devote to your job, kind of shifts your priorities of what matters most and what you need to focus on. And this is the best I'm doing, folks. And as long as you guys are watching, I'm going to be making these videos as much as I can in any way possible. No, so you guys know, I want to tell you guys, speaking of theme parks, though, but then there's something I want to tell you about Dalton, though. I kind of want to talk about in this live. There's a theme park that should be opening in 2026 that's going to be in the middle of Oklahoma. It's supposed to be like the American Heartland. I haven't done much research on it in a little bit, but I was talking about it was going to be like a Disney World, but like American themed, like an old Americana themed. And it's going to be built on the historic Route 66 or Route 66, however you guys call it. Um, and it's supposed to be have like a whole bunch of lands, like Bayou Land. It's kind of like mimics like Splash Mountain area, but it's gonna be the whole land about Louisiana. Then there's gonna be like Bigfoot World or Forest Land. That's supposed to be like the Appalachia or Northwest forests. So, so Tom Ends. Hey, how you doing, buddy? I just posted it. It's called "Begun the Wiener War Has." So I did record there, and I gave you guys my honest opinion of my other trip to Juan's Wieners. Again, great hot dogs. Everywhere I went that for the particular vlog, I enjoyed everything about it. So it's called "Begun the Wiener War Has." Well, anyway, folks, I was talking about the American Heartland. It's something I want to keep an eye on, based on the story about how that park was even in the runs or talks. I would think he was like the CEO of Pizza Hut or something like a big pizza company. He's an old dude, like he's like his 90s or something, and he had like a liquid of a 2 point something billion dollars, and he's investing his own money in building this theme park. So it's going to be like in a small town in Oklahoma off of Route 66. So definitely something I want to look into. Thank you, Tom N. Hey, I appreciate you watching my videos. Like I told Delta Danny, if you watch, I'll continue making, and people like you are the reason why I can make these videos. Well, thank you. So, yeah, that's kind of one of those things on my next, because my sister lives in Texas. So, being out in Texas, I could go down there and not just visit her, but then make my way to Oklahoma, because my alma mater is from Oral Roberts University. So I graduated in 2012, and I have yet. That's one place I would like to document, is where where I graduated college, because regardless of my experience at ORU, I've expressed my my thoughts on like experiencing life at a Christian university. It's part of my roots. It's part of who I am. I would love to go back there and kind of show off on the channel based on where my education was and where my faith kind of endured. But I kind of, like I said, I didn't become a true Christian until 2019. But still, I grew up in a religious and Christian household, and I went to a Christian university. So either way, I would love to go back and document my my time at the campus of ORU. So. In Tulsa itself. So that's definitely on my bucket list. But it's really cool to see that not far from Tulsa, Oklahoma, in the university, the theme park American Heartland is going to not be terribly far away from there. And I didn't really realize that historic Route 66 was going through Tulsa. Like, who knew? That was pretty cool to find out. And I would love to do a Route 66 trip. I don't know when that's going to happen. Maybe if it's not this lifetime, I'm hoping in the next. I would love to check out that road. That would be pretty cool to go check out, drive from San Bernardino to Chicago or vice versa. So I was about to tell you guys about something about Dalton, though. So did you guys know that Dalton, Georgia actually had some movies shot in Dalton? So I actually just watched a movie. It's on Amazon Prime right now, and you guys could watch it. And it's filmed in Dalton. I believe parts of it was actually filmed in Lake Winnie as well, but they spelled it differently in the credits, though. I'm pretty sure they meant Lake Winnie, but I think there was a typo, whoever made the credits back in 1987. But it's a scary movie. It's a horror movie. It's called From a Whisper to a Scream, or it's called The Offspring. So it's kind of like if you guys are into the old 1980s animated film Heavy Metal, like Eugene Levy and John Candy and a few other like well-known actors and actresses who voiced the cartoon characters. So it's an Antipality. I think the name is Antipality, or I'm trying to think of like the group of think of the word that means like groups of short stories. So, well, it takes place in like a fictional town. I think it's called Oldfield, Tennessee, but really it's filmed in Dalton, Georgia, like in 1980s Dalton, Georgia. And you can watch it now on Amazon Prime. So it's called A Whisper to a Scream. It's actually not a bad film. A little weird, but it's definitely during spooky season. I highly recommend you guys to check it out, especially if you guys are into like not just old timey scary movies, but also like you might see like one of the houses that you see somewhere in Dalton, Georgia, the old historic house in Dalton. And they use that house to be the scary home. And there's a bunch of other parts they filmed in Dalton. I can't pinpoint where they're at, but again, a lot has changed from 1987 to 2024. So you could definitely check that out. And there's another Dalton, Georgia film you could check out that that you could see. It's called Chainsaw Cheerleaders. It's a B-rated, silly, cheesy, scary movie-ish thriller. It's really dumb. It's kind of on the line of like I want to say it's a stag film, but more like it's kind of scary but a little staggish. It's just dumb. But they actually had like that's just my opinion. I watched it and just kind of wanted to pinpoint some things. And it's called Chainsaw Cheerleaders. It's free on YouTube. You can watch. And you'll see parts of Seventan Park in there and parts of downtown Dalton. And even I didn't mention the name of the movie on one of my vlogs, but if you go to I believe it's a Baymont Inn and Suites, there's like a little venue area at that motel hotel combo. I believe it used to be a restaurant that was actually a part of that hotel. It's called it was called the Hotspot Lounge, and they featured that lounge in the Chainsaw Cheerleaders movie. So I've been doing some research on this kind of stuff, and I've been debating if I should just show it off on my channel, but I try to keep it family friendly. But Chainsaw Cheerleaders is definitely a film that is not family friendly, and neither is From Whisper to a Scream. But I try to keep it pretty much clean throughout my my channel. But I've debated if I should make like a film location video based on the films I found out that were filmed here in Dalton or the Dalton area. I know there's a few other films and some TV shows that were filmed around Dalton or anything. There's things I'm debating on to document what kind of media stuff was around the area. I know that in Chattanooga, Tennessee, the movie Identity Thief with Melissa McCarthy, I think her name is, and Jason Bateman. They filmed some stuff in Chattanooga, Tennessee for that. And the rumor was, I'm not sure if it's 100% true or not, but the movie, what movie am I thinking of? The one movie I'm thinking of is the Jackie Robinson number 42. They filmed at Old Engle Stadium of Harrison Ford and Chadwick Boseman. They filmed a movie there as well about the Jackie Robinson story. So you could actually check out that stadium somewhere in the historic college areas down in Chattanooga. But there was another movie I cannot think of right now that was Iron Man 3. That's right. So Iron Man 3, I believe what I heard when I moved down here in 2013, I heard that Iron Man 3 was going to be filmed in Chattanooga, but the city of Chattanooga turned it down. But of course, the city of Chattanooga is mentioned in the Iron Man 3 because Tony Stark ended up in the outskirts of Chattanooga where he met potentially Iron Lad, the little preteen teenage boy that took care of him while Tony Stark lived in the garage. So, because he was driving down, I think on 24 or somewhere in this town of Chattanooga. Then they had the Chattanooga Beauty Queen contest. But they had to shoot scenes of Chattanooga, I believe, in Charlotte, North Carolina. This is just basically what I've heard or what I've thought I heard, but like again, don't take everything I said 100% serious about that. But I think that's what it was supposed to be. So, but that was a missed opportunity for Chattanooga to ask Disney to film in their town, because that would definitely stimulated the economy of that time. Yes, Chattanooga Bridge and the aquarium is an identity thief. Yep, that's right. That's very true. Yes. I've been trying to keep an eye out if I want to do like a true like a film location video. And John or Angie, I remember you guys were thinking about doing like a Remember the Titans film film location vlog. I don't know. I don't know if you guys ever done it or not, but if not, that would actually be kind of cool to go check out. But the movie Remember the Titans was filmed in Rome, Georgia, which is not terribly far away from where I live. So that's another like a really classic Disney sports drama movie I want to look into to do. But these are just like fun projects I dream of doing. I hope one day I get to do them. Like the one I actually got to achieve a dream project of mine not too long ago. Yeah, I never did it. Just didn't have time. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I didn't know if you did it or not. Or I know you went to do some Stranger things a while back. I didn't know if you did Remember the Titans. That's another one I want to do as well. I would love to go to do some Stranger Things hunting in South Georgia, well, mid Georgia, really. It's like South Atlanta. That's where it was really filmed. I'm trying to think what I was about to say. Yes. So you could definitely look at that. My other video, I accomplished a dream project of mine that I actually ran into doing research, because sometimes I like to do these like research-based vlogs. And I'm trying to show my attention to Chatsworth, Georgia, because it's definitely a hidden gem of a little town that's on one side of Fort Mountain Mountain on that side of Georgia, and because the other side of Chatsworth is Ellijay, like another 40 minutes the other direction. And I was just like kind of spitballing some topics on Google, and I found out that Chatsworth, Georgia had a theme park called Frontierlands, which is a Wild West town kind of theme park. And I tried to do like where I could find the locations, and I asked around like Facebook and a whole bunch of other social medias, and a really nice guy reached out to me. He actually owns majority of the area where the theme park was at, and he took me up to that part of the mountain. He kind of showed me where the entrance of the park was, which I showed that in the vlog, and other parts. And his neighbor actually has the other part of the park where some of the Wild West buildings were as well, where the foundations of his shed and his house were. That's where like the old Wild West stuff was at. So with that, was actually just a accomplished project of mine, and I was just really grateful for the man that allowed me to be on his property to check out the defunct theme park that Chatsworth once had. And I talked to some locals, and only the people that actually truly remember Frontierlands was those who were probably born between like probably the late 1940s or early 1950s up until like the mid 1960s or early 70s. They were children, like literally, basically babies, when that theme park was still happening. So, do you want to say hi to everybody?
No.
Lindsay was walking in and out. So. But yeah, her voice had a cameo in this now, so you guys know I do have a wife. So anyway, so yeah, it was definitely an accomplished dream to do like those kind of project vlogs. I hope I could do more of them one day. I would love another bucket list that would be pretty cool to go to is Wizard of Oz abandoned theme park. I know they kind of open up seasonally. The rides I don't think they exist or anything, but I know that they'll still do like Wizard of Oz kind of deals. I don't know if I actually got affected by the hurricane or not, but it's in North Carolina. But that's definitely one thing. I know Carpetbagger did a video about it a while back, and they actually had like actors that portrayed, Dorothy, Courage, and um, the Scarecrow and the Tin Man and all that good stuff. But they were fun videos to make, folks, and I do it for you guys. I'll tell you, I love what I do. Does anybody have like any fun questions or anything that you guys want to ask me? I have 10 more minutes of being live before it's time for me to hit the hay and kind of wind down for the rest of the night. So I'll be here for 10 more minutes, maybe another 5 plus extra. So about 10, 15 minutes, I'll be around. So feel free to ask me a question or anything. I'll be here enjoying Applejack. Oh, thank you, Lover Life Vlog. Thank you so much for the super chat. That means so much. Thank you so much, dude. Yes, we do need another Rock City day. Um, I would love to go back to do a video for Christmas. Um, yeah, our time at Rock City was fun, and I kind of went through the video not too long ago when the three of us went down there and got to see the I don't know if you were, I think you were with me at the Hawk show. I know we got you, me, and Angie got the burger. Those are some really good food that they had there. I think Rock City in general is just a freaking awesome place. I would definitely love to do that with you guys again. I don't know if there's anything new happening at Rock City right now. I feel like there was. Yeah, really, Rock City is full of surprises. But I think Patrick from Famous Five Amos told me that he used to have like a deer park at Rock City. I think he mentioned it on one of my episodes. That me and him kind of did a team up there one time. That's when I was a season pass holder at Rock City for a whole year. That was a Christmas gift from my folks for the YouTube channel. I need to get a season pass somewhere. That would definitely be something I would like to do it. Stinky N. Hey, well, hey, back to you, Stinky. I hope you don't stink. I hope all is well with you, Stinky. Yeah, it was awesome, man. Hey, Stinky, you got a question for me? I'm doing this little Q&A session, or basically I just been talking the entire time. I don't think anyone's really truly asked me questions. I think we've just been having conversation, which is a-okay. That's the kind of the whole thing about me kind of hanging out. Can we be friends? Sure, why not? Dream vlog, dream vlog with a dream vlogger. Oh, yeah, definitely. I would love to do a vlog with Adam the Woo one of these days. That's probably the man that inspired me to become a vlogger. I would love to do a vlog with him. Or even if I don't have a chance to do a vlog with him, I would just would love to shake that man's hand and just say, um, just tell him thank you. So, Yeah, really good dude, man. Yeah. I'm so jelly that you get to see him every once in a while. I know Andy from Andy's Juries is actually a friend of his too. Um, so it's nice to be friends with Andy on top of knowing that he knows Adam and he's friends with him too. So do the best coffee shops around Dalton. So Casa del Cafe, um, that's definitely a good one. They have really good coffee there. In the Garmoni House is another good coffee shop I recommend. Um, if you want a little pep in your step in your coffee. I haven't had the alcohol in my coffee from Garmoni House there, but maybe on a weekend or something I might try that. But they make some good coffee here, like in the Casa del Cafe. It's a Mexican coffee shop in Morris Street. Definitely worth checking out. Um, Loaf. I'm still waiting for Lo-Fi to open up. I'm not sure if it's going to be like a beer and coffee kind of hybrid kind of place, but I have not have seen if it's opened yet. But I would say my top two favorite is Garmoni House and Casa del Cafe, and you can find Garmoni right now, not too far away from the Carpentry Hotel, another place I plan on doing one of these days. And then Collier Street, and you'll find Casa del Cafe coffee shop on Moore Street in the downtown Dalton area. And where am I from? So, Stinky, I'm originally from Wheaton Warrenville, Illinois, which is a suburb of Chicago, which is about 25, 30 miles west from the city. I did not go to the Fried Pickle Festival this year. I debated on checking it out, but I saw some of the reviews on Facebook, and people were frankly disappointed because I heard there was only one vendor that actually truly sold fried pickles, and everybody else sold their normal food. I mean, which is fine, but like the kind of the purpose of a fried pickle festival is to sell fried pickles. um, did you go to the Fried Pickle Festival, Big Eddie? They did a fried. I didn't know they did one in Cleveland. I actually, when I was in Cleveland recently, they were advertising the Fried Pickle Festival for Dalton when I was in Cleveland not long ago. I didn't know they did one in Cleveland. Well, like I said, I heard it was a very disappointing. I heard it was a very disappointing event about going. So you probably saved your money by not going. Wow, that's really sad. Why advertise it as a fried pickle festival and you only get one vendor that sells fried pickles? That's crazy. That's um yes, I thought Dalton does Bacon Fest. I know they did one earlier this year, but I don't know if clear. That might be something Love of a Life vlog might be able to answer for you about the Fried Pickle Festival. The Kool Aid Festival I want to do. Like I forgot about the Kool Aid Festival, and I have to see when Kool Aid Festival 2025 is going to happen. Um, Definitely something on my list. I know you told me about it a long time ago, and I didn't schedule to go, but I heard it was hot. Everything was outside. We didn't get to go. We moved. Yeah, that's right. You moved to when you moved to Orlando when that happened. Yeah, I'm hoping things will cool down, man. Big Ed, because I'm sick of this summer type heat in the fall. I'm in. I mean, I'm a Yankee that moved to the South. I'm not Yankee in the South. I mean, I'm very different from Will, but um, I gotta tell you though, like that's one thing I miss about this. There's very few things I miss up north, but there is um, your your emoji reaction of her life is fantastic. Um, I miss the fall weather and I miss the food in Illinois. I miss the Great Lakes. Other than that, I really don't miss Illinois. There's some cool things in Illinois, um, but I love the mountains. I love the Tennessee River. I love Chattanooga. I've learned to love Dalton, and I'm loving the towns of LJ and Blue Ridge and Chatsworth. But I just want it to feel like fall so freaking badly. It just I just understand that's the nature of living in the South, and um, I just want to just have a solid, crisp uh, uh, I'm trying to think of a solid, crisp, cool, like a 70 or like upper 60s would be just fantastic. So Tom, I moved to Dalton for a woman who's now my wife. I've been with her for since 2011. So if my math is correct, about 12, 13 years I've been with her altogether. I asked her to be my girlfriend in 11, 11, 11, and I met her at Walt Disney World where I interned in 2011. And I moved down here because she was still doing school at Dalton State at the time, and I finished my college at Oral Roberts University, and I moved back to Illinois. But we stayed in touch after our internship was over. And I already graduated college. I was only working like part-time jobs here and there, living in Illinois and with my parents at the time in my early 20s. And I missed my girlfriend at the time, and I said, you know what? I'm in my 20s. I'm gonna take it up with the big man and trust in the Lord and pack up and move. And I moved to Dalton so I could pursue a real relationship with my woman. And we got married in 2016 in August. Yeah, so we've been together for this amount of time. We have a beautiful son together, and that's why I moved to Dalton. And it took me a little bit to get used to the culture of the South, but over time, I really learned to love everything about Dalton and Chattanooga and all that. And when I started this YouTube channel, because Adam the Woo, I mentioned him time to time in my videos. I haven't met the guy. The guy commented one time on one of my comments on his video, but I was gonna say, like, a content creator like this, he's just a normal guy that just documents life. He documents everything he does of how abandoned places to eat, historical spots. And I was like, if there's an audience for that, why can I not do that in the Dalton, Georgia, Chattanooga, Tennessee area? And I know I don't want to boast about myself or anything, but I think I'm a likable person. I'm not a perfect person, but I think I am. I believe I am likable. But that's just my opinion. But I thought, you know what? Why can I not do that around here? And this was during the pandemic, and I was going through I wouldn't say an identity crisis, but I was just sick of working these blue collar jobs, and I go wake up, work, and go home, drink some beer, and go to bed every day. Or do I make something of myself and leave a legacy for the next generation of my family and the next generation in general? So that's what that's my story. And then the rest is history. And that's what Dalton's great. I love Dalton, and I love Chattanooga. I miss Chattanooga. That's probably if I had to choose to move again, it'd be back to Chattanooga, Tennessee. If I ever have to leave Dalton for anything, if I could have a dream place, if I have to move out of Dalton, it would be back in Chattanooga. I want to be too far away from Dalton, where the roots of my son and my wife's roots are. But I love Chattanooga. I would love to spend more time down there. But I lived there for a little period of time too. I lived in the Hamilton Place area. If you ever want to look back at my Chattanooga life, I made a vlog about that while I was recovering from hernia surgery in 2023. So there's definitely a video about my life in Chattanooga at the time. I took you guys to where my apartment was and my favorite places to eat around the area, and of course the mall and all that good stuff. So there's definitely a video for you to check out there. I wish I know about Green Eyes Festival in Chickamauga. Was last Saturday. I watched it on the Carpetbaggers YouTube channel. Yes, I kind of wish I knew about that kind of festival too. I think I really is I believe I somewhat heard about the Green Eyes. But those kind of stories are not really too are not really my forte. But that's more Carpetbaggers or Dream Poets kind of deal. But I don't mind like tagging along in those adventures. But they make fantastic stories, and so that might be something I might want to check out in if for the next festival in 25 or 26. That's definitely on my bucket list because I know Chet found a pizza place he wanted to go eat at, but he already had a meal prior before he saw the pizza place in downtown Chickamauga. So I would like to go back with him to go to eat some pizza, but if not, I might just make my way over to downtown Chickamauga on my off day at work or something. And yeah, I would love to check out the Green Eyes Festival for myself. That looked like a lot of fun. It looks like we're gonna keep this vlog going. I could do this for a few more minutes if you guys are okay with that. I got nothing else going on. And you're welcome. And you're welcome when you said thanks for sharing. I love sharing my story. Everyone has a good story to share. So I'm just a normal guy. I'm just a dude with a camera that just enjoys the things around me. And do it for posterity. And you never know when things are here and when it's gone. And for the tragedy of Hurricane Helene, the Chimney Rock and all that stuff that was out there, now it's now vanished. And vloggers like not just like me, but vloggers like myself, vloggers like Adam the Woo or Dream Poet, Carpetbagger, Tampa J, like all these other people, like I could name them all. Like from Disney vloggers to content normal explorer content creators. We do this not just because we love to do, and some people might be in it for the money, but really we document things like this because we want to make sure we're preserving history. And with Chimney Rock basically being desolated, all you get left to see of its true glory for what it was is through videos from our channels. And you can look up whoever, even just look up Chimney Rock and those who've documented it. I wanted to go to Chimney Rock because there was a historic train ride I want to take my son to down there, but I'm not sure if that even exists anymore or they're going to refurbish it. I don't know what they're going to do around that part of the area, but they're saying that we do this not only because we love it, but we're doing to preserve history. And it's always good to preserve your history and look back at your history. So, have I seen the new Buc-ee's? No, I have not. I have not seen the new Halloween Buc-ee's T-shirt. It would be pretty cool to go back and check it out. Yeah, well, I might be going. I have 2 vlogs I would like to film within this particular weekend, including my birthday vlog. I might just stop by Buc-ee's and check out the Halloween shirts because I would like to go for my next adventure. I would like to show off the big Halloween store for my channel because I know Tampa J actually just drove from Florida to Calhoun just to see the Halloween store that one time. And I like to have that for my channel and my library. So, and folks, speaking of libraries, I was gonna tell you though, if you want to have that blockbuster kind of feel, pick your own movie night, go to your local libraries. You might just find movies there that even streaming services won't offer. But I mean, of course, you could just go through Netflix or Prime or Disney Plus or Hulu or whatever. But folks, if you guys wanted to have that nostalgic kind of feel, your tax dollars are paying these local libraries to keep all forms of media in books. So if you would like to have that kind of throwback kind of feel, if you have little ones and you're trying to explain to them, hey, we're going to go to the library and we're going to rent a movie. So let's go look through the movies and pick them out together. And I mean, blockbusters don't exist anymore. And then there's only one blockbuster left. I believe it's in South Bend, Oregon, which is so obviously so far northwest. That would be kind of a fun video if I ever make my way to Oregon. I don't know when that could happen. That's one of my states I still have to visit. My goal is to be 50 by 50. I've definitely passed the threshold, past 30 something states. So There's really the Northeast and the Northwest I have not conquered, and then Alaska. So then I'll conquer the 50 by 50. I'm gonna be 34 in 2 weeks. So, uh, but yeah, I would say go to your local library, support your local libraries, and you guys could get have that nostalgic kind of feel to rent a movie. Yes, it is cool. Yeah, maybe I'll stop by Bucky's tomorrow. Actually, I'm trying to debate like how am I going to incorporate a long weekend of vlogging because I have a lot going on this October, so I might condense my vlogging in a release for the next couple of weeks. I might take some time off in November, maybe do lives like this. Maybe that's what I might do. Is just whatever I don't feel like vlogging, I might do a live video for an hour. But then, of course, keep an eye on some Christmas tree light ceremonies and something Christmassy going on. Then focus onto 2025 and try to do an annual road trip where, like this year, I went to Corbin, Kentucky. Kind of saw the birthplace of Kentucky Fried Chicken. That was a fun adventure. If you guys want to hear about a story about a really great man that made some kick butt chicken, it's definitely a place to check out. Corbin, Kentucky, 3-hour drive from, or 3.5-hour drive from Dalton, but 3-hour drive from Chattanooga. And not only get to experience where the chicken was made and all that, but it's worth checking out. Well, I'm a little past my hour, folks. Any last minute comments or questions or anything, so I could wrap it up for the night? I'll be here for a couple more minutes. Gotta tell you guys, I love what I do. Viewers like you guys, the kind comments and telling me you guys just enjoy what I do. It means a lot. Just like things like this is the reason why I keep making these videos for you guys. Oh, well, thank you, RSW725. Thank you. Yeah, the big 34. It's really in 2 weeks, October 23rd. So, really not too more like 12 days, but still. But thank you for the birthday wishes. That means a lot. Thank you. Do lives. Yeah, I think I keep telling myself to do more of these lives, but I think days I might not feel like vlogging. I might just take an hour or 90 minutes on Thursday nights and do these, call them Thursday night lives. So, and maybe one day I like to incorporate some games or just kind of hang out. Really, the whole point is just kind of hang out and talk and share what's on my mind. What would you do if you knew you could not fail? What do you mean by that question? What would I do if you knew you could not fail? I never thought about it. I had to look up what seems like spam. Probably. Oh well, I'm actually looking up what he actually asked, and um, it's actually a phrase attributed by Eleanor Roosevelt, and um, so he says, according to Google, what would you do if you knew you could not fail? Is a phrase attributed by Eleanor Roosevelt that has inspired many people to face their fears and